How to hot cloth a horse. Hot clothing a horse is a very effective grooming aid that helps to lift the grease and dirt out of your horse's coat without stripping them of the natural oils. This is usually done to showing horses. So first off, what we will need is 2 buckets of water, 1 of very hot water. That is the best thing that will give the best results for this, is hot water. You will also need oil and a microfiber cloth. So as I say, you want 2 buckets of water, 1 here that I've only got a little bit of cold water in, tiny little bit, and then we're using the Shapely's number 2 heavy oil, but you can also, if you haven't got the money for this, use baby oil. Gives the same sort of results, but this is slightly better. So we put quite a bit of oil in the bucket, and then the hot water. You want this to be as hot as you can handle. You don't need much water for this at all, because it's not the water that creates the results, it is the heat. So give that a good stir. And the second bucket is just plain water. So what you want to start off doing is just give them a normal brush off, like you would do every day. So it removes all the dirt and dust and bedding from them first. Hot clothing can be used on a short or a clipped coat. It can also be used on a longer coat, but it will not give the best results on the longer coat. And I do find it works better on certain colour horses, like Gambler being black, Donut being chestnut, works really well on their colour coats, but they've got long coats. So whereas Willow has got a clipped coat at the moment, but it doesn't show up as well on his coat colour. So what you want to do is start at the head. We get our hot water and you wring the cloth out. We want this to be hot and damp, not wet. So you just go over the direction of the coat. You can give it a scrub, get in there, but the last wipe you do must be with the direction of the coat. Good boy. And then what we do now is we put this in the cold water bucket to clean the cloth, and then we go back in again in the hot water. So back in the hot water, and then we go again. Just giving it a bit of pressure on it to really get deep into the coat. Boy. And we just do this all over his body. If you are riding, you should avoid the saddle area because this can make them slightly slippy. But yes, we just go over all of their body. So you can see here, the black bucket was the clean water bucket, just the cold water that we were cleaning our cloth in. You can just see how dirty that water is. That's just all the dirt and grease that we have pulled off of his coat. So as I say, hot clothing is usually seen in the in-hand and ridden show horses because it just gives a nice shine to their coat, especially in like evening performances or anything where you've got the lights on you. But as I say, you can't notice much of a difference on Willow's coat through the camera, but in person it gives him a nice shiny finish. So on the run up to a show, I will do this a couple of times during the week, and then when I bath him the day before going to a show. I will hot cloth him as well after his bath, and then I will rug him up for the night. Putting a rug on as well also gives really good results. It can be done on long coated horses, as I say, but it just doesn't give the best results. But if you're looking to go to a winter show where it's too cold to bath them, you can still hot cloth them and really get the dirt and grime off of them.